Hi you guys, today's video is a makeup tutorial using nothing but drugstore products. So I'm using L'Oreal. I did use about 2 MAC products and my LA Girl Pro concealer, but that can be found in your local beauty supply store. But I will definitely share the description of each product that I'm using throughout the video, and then there'll also be a list down in the description box as usual if you guys are interested in seeing what products I use. So starting out, I am priming my eyes like I usually do with my concealer. I'm using my MAC concealer. So if you already own a concealer, just use whatever concealer you use that is closest to your skin tone to prime your lids. And I'm going to prime the lid and go up into the crease area. And you'll see later that I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. And then I'm going to apply MAC's Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. And I'm applying that because sometimes some drugstore products, especially the eyeshadows, have a tendency to be a bit powdery, and sometimes they just aren't the best. So you want to have a good primer. And next I am using MAC's Brown Script for a transition color because I did not have a good transitional color from the drugstore. So I went with my usual. And I am just placing that in my crease area. And I'm going up. I did dust off my brush and I was just blending out the edges. And so next I'm going to apply my brow bone highlight, which is Wet n Wild Creme Brulee, or it may just be Brulee. It'll be down below. And this in Wet n Wild is usually sold in like Dollar General and Walmart. And I'm just going to blend that out. Now it's probably very important to use a really good primer with these shadows because they're not as pigmented, to me, in my personal opinion. So that's that on that. And I am now going to apply my eyeshadow. I am using the Color Rich Quad from L'Oreal. It's in number 934, Black Pump. And I am using my MAC 239 brush. And I'm getting that bottom white color. When you apply this color to the skin, it kind of has like this iridescent pinkish look to it. But I'm just going to pack that onto my lid until I get the desired intensity that I'm looking for. And I'm just going to keep packing that on. Now I also wanted to explain why I didn't use like a drugstore concealer. L'Oreal did not have dark enough concealer shades for me not to conceal with. Like I could have used it to highlight, but they didn't have a shade that I could actually conceal with. It just wasn't dark enough. And I find that if it's not a brand that's made specifically for women of color, the concealers really don't go that dark from like drugstore brands. So I decided to stick with what I already had. And so next I'm going into the 525 Perfume ID, I guess that's what it's called, L'Oreal Quad, and I am using my Zoeva Petite Crease brush, and I'm going into that bottom purple, and I'm just going to tap the tip of my brush in it, and I'm going to apply this color into my lid. I mean, not my lid, but my crease area. I'm just going to pop it right in that crease area between the lid color and the transitional color to give my crease just a little bit more depth. Now, one thing that I did notice is that I didn't use as much and I didn't blend out as well on this eye as I did on the other one. And like I say all the time, I really need to start doing my eyes together at the same time instead of one eye first and then the other one, because I usually can never get them completely identical. But I'm just popping that in the crease, going back and forth until I get it similar to the other eye. And then I am just applying more lid color, and you're probably gonna have to go back and forth between doing the crease and doing the lid, just to make sure that the colors stay pronounced. And I decided to do a Drugstore brand tutorial for those of you that may not be looking to spend money on more higher end products. You can actually achieve a really good look just from getting products out of your local Walmart. Or your Dollar General. But everything I am using on my eyes, from like the eyeshadow, well, let's just say the eyeshadows, except for brown script, but the eyeshadows, the eyeliner, and the lashes all came from Walmart. They're all brands that are sold in my local Walmart. And as usual, I did my liner and lashes off camera, and I am going to apply, this is the foundation that I'm going to use. This is L'Oreal's True Match in the shade C6, and I just grabbed for the first primer that I saw. This is the Lancome primer, but you can use any primer that you want. You can use Milk and Magnesia if you like, or if you have, there's e.l.f. primers out as well that are sold in Walmart, so you can try that as well. So like I said, I just grabbed for what I saw, and the color is looking really off. I know I'm not that great with matching up my colors. That's why I kind of don't like doing concealers and foundations from the drugstore, because it's a struggle for me. I would rather just go to like Sephora or a department store like MAC or something like that and have them help me match it up right, or use the little handheld machine thingy like they use at Sephora. But anyways, I was going to say my liner was the e.l.f. cream liner, which you can get from Walmart for like $1 or $3 actually, $3. And some Targets sell e.l.f. as well, and it's gonna be $3 in Target as well. And then the lashes are the Kiss brand lashes number 11, and I got those from my local Walmart. And I am just blending this out, spraying it all over the face. Now you may want to do 2 layers depending on the type of coverage that you're looking for. If you're just looking for, now this is pretty much I think this is kind of buildable. So if you are looking for sheer coverage, you may want to go light-handed. You may not want to use as much as I did. If you are looking for medium coverage, then you can probably use about as much as I did, but I need full coverage, and I should have used a little bit more, and I should have blended it out a little better. But now I am adding my highlight concealer, which is LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. And I had just realized that I forgot to grab my Flawless concealer brush. But the show must go on. And next I am taking my Real Technique sponge, which can be found at your local Walmart, and I am blending everything out. And I am taking my e.l.f. Cool Bronzer palette, and I am going to contour with those 2 browns. And next I'm adding my blush. This is Black Radiance Baked Blush in the shade Plum Sorbet, and this can be found at your local Walmart as well. If your local Walmart carries Black Radiance, some Targets carry Black Radiance. So, and then I'm just blending that out again. And I decided to set my concealers with my Ben Nye powders. I was going to use the L'Oreal True Match powder that I had, but I didn't. I just kind of felt like maybe I'll just keep going with what I use. But if you have your own setting powder, then I would just go with whatever you already use. And now I am applying my highlight, which is e.l.f.'s blush in the shade Gotta Glow. And this can be found at your local Walmart. Well, I haven't been able to find this shade in my local Walmart. I found it in my local Target. And it is $3. Everything from e.l.f.'s, well, it used to be everything from e.l.f.'s regular line was $1. And then everything in their studio line was $3, but they have changed a couple things, and some things are actually more than $3 in the studio line. Some things are $6. So next I am using L'Oreal's exclusive collection, and this is Frieda's Nude, and I think that was number 350. And I decided, I don't know why I decided to do this color. I should have just chose something else, but I didn't really like the way this came out, so I did change the lip look later on. But I am going to line this with NYX lip pencil in the shade Prune. Now some Targets sell NYX, and I would assume that you'll probably have to track it down, but you can also get this, you can get NYX products in Ulta, and some beauty supply stores carry it. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty positive I got that lip liner Prune from my local beauty supply store, and it was cheaper than going to Ulta, but I think it was maybe like $1 cheaper. Not much, but now I did go back and change my lip color. I changed it from this color to Fairest Nude. It was still a L'Oreal lipstick, but it was the shade Fairest Nude in 800. And I'll definitely have it listed below because I just didn't really care for this look, so I did go back and switch it. And this is pretty much it for this look, you guys. I hope you guys really did enjoy the video. If you have any requests, any questions, or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, you guys, be beautiful.